Relying on a map entrusted to them by Hubert, the Alliance army sets their sights on the base belonging to those who slither in the dark. Beyond its entrance, they are met by a sprawling underground city.
Incredible! Who knew that there was such a vast space beneath the ground?
It's like an underground city. I've never seen buildings like these before.
It's like an ancient ruin, but not just because of its appearance.
I don't recall ever seeing architecture like this.
It is magnificent in a sense, but I could hardly call it beautiful. Even the air feels stagnant.
In any case, it seems like we need to go deeper. Let's look around and see if we can find some stairs.
No. It is simply... we must defeat those who slither in the dark, no matter what happens. But if my conjecture is correct, the one who they will wish to kill the most is you, dear child. They are aware that you can use the sword of the Creator. Your body houses the same power they once bestowed upon Nemesis. That is why I fear for you. Perhaps. Please forgive my errant thoughts. Once this battle is over, I will explain everything. I will tell you all I know about who you really are.
For thousands of years, we here and now. Destroy them! Now is the time.
Hey, what are those big
Demonic beasts? No,
Initiate all.
At your service.
At the ready. I fought and won.
Shall we?
Leave it to me.
I'll do my best. Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy?
Onward. I will prevail.
All is going to plan.
I do this for all of us. A little scratch won't stop me.
More fighting.
I'm your girl.
Some...
Goddess, forgive me. Let's make this quick.
More fighting.
Be careful. I'm your girl. Onward.
What's my strategy?
Shall we? At your service.
At the ready. Sorry, but I must.
Am I...
We can't be careless.
A fitting outcome.
I'll do my best.
Give it to me.
I will prevail.
This can activate it. I don't care if we did.
I've pushed too hard. I do this for all of us.
Really good, huh? One step closer to victory.
drop.
I fight for justice's name.
Great.
That should boost morale. Will this ever end? Each battle a victory. Hard. At your service. This is my stage now. No use! It's done.
Sorry, but I must.
Not for myself, for every—
I'm impressed.
shall we?
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
Leave it to me.
I'll do my best. Let's make this quick. I do this for all of us. At your service.
More fighting.
At the ready.
I'm your girl. Onward.
You got yourself killed. We're all desperate, aren't we?
Just like that.
You're nothing but...
Was there any... Really... Was there any... Let's make this quick. Onward.
More fighting.
You're...
What's my strategy?
So you have shown I will see.
I'll...
You will never get to enjoy your victory.
It can't be.
For all Agarthans, let there be light!
Coming down! Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
Get her to her room, quickly!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
Goddess, please save Lady Rhea. All we can do now is pray.
Remember when this place was taken 5 years ago and a pure white beast appeared on the battlefield? I only caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't understand where it came from. There were rumors that the goddess sent it to protect the monastery. But now I know better. That beast was Rhea. Did you know Rhea's true identity? I once showed you a picture of a creature known as the Immaculate One. Sedith confiscated it, saying it must have been one of Tomas's personal possessions. The beast that appeared back then looked just like it. So Rhea is the Immaculate One. The book said that it was a servant of the goddess, but wouldn't it make sense if beasts like that are actually children of the goddess? Rhea is in a grim state right now. It's possible she may not make it, but we have things we must ask her about. Once things calm down a little, Let's go and see Rhea. Together. The truth can't be delayed any longer.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's New Dawn. With the destruction of Shambhala, the ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered. However, Rhea has suffered grievous injuries in the process. Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
I am happy to see you two.
Sorry to interrupt your rest. But there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer.
Rhea, I have to ask, you're the Immaculate One, aren't you? If what I'm thinking is correct, that's what the children of the goddess is referring to. In other words, you...
I am the last child of the progenitor god. A long time ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated. I believe that those who slither in the dark are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground during that time.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the Holy Tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the Holy Tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood. I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren. I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fodlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fodlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailteen Plains, and I took back the Sword of the Creator.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seros is you? You're kidding me, right?
Professor, Claude, there's something you need to hear right away.
If you have something to report, do so at once. There's no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden. Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
That's not possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
A weapon that resembles the sword of the Creator. And banner bearing the crest of flames. There is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
The blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the holy tomb, didn't he?
From the blood of the progenitor god, Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the sword of the Creator.
The sword of the Creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood and hearts of the progenitor god's children. Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites, the crest stones, and the heroes' relics. I can't believe those who slither in the dark made them all. And after that, Nemesis used the sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren. How atrocious. But I don't get it. The sword of the Creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone. So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor. After I battled with Nemesis as Saint Seres, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more. Yes, I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tummy tum. Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Felix, you weren't listening, were you?
I heard enough to know that you're hungry.
No, I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork. Get something to eat. I can take over watering the plants.
You're evil, Felix!
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on people while they're singing without even saying anything! It's not right!
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
Well, you need to speak louder then! Ugh, this is so embarrassing. And of course I was singing some silly food song I made up. I should have been singing about bears or swamp beasties.
I didn't realize there were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart, after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Huh. What was that about? I better water these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Please. Hey you, listen up. A nosy little bird told me some on a personal note, I'd like to leave this...
I came here with... Did my grandpa die? My mommy and daddy went... Why, hello, come back soon now.
I won't allow my... Pardon. The coming battle will demonstrate to all the world the power that you shall know it.
In the end, I guess it's a good if Nemesis could rough up my buddy that bad. He must be tough damn I swear.
Throughout my life, but this? I never could have... Then again...
I can feel a weight in the... I do not know this, but I am not of Fodlan. Even so, I feel that. I can understand it. I have belief in you. The King of Liberation? And he was hidden away for over but that doesn't make him worth admiring, no matter how much I envy him. Maybe.
Hey!
What does it look like just when I think the war is over? Meditating is all I can do. I keep thinking the war is near. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us? I want to make this a...
Yeah. Professor?
Professor! This mysterious it was Nemesis, but this time he won't.
Seems like the war, once the dust settles, it'll...
That reminds me. I thought I'd be quiet until you...
Professor? So, nothing but unsettled, my fellow soldier. Perhaps it's just because...
I have to tell...
We thought we'd take... Well, no, not only get... I think Gerald would be...
Did you hear? It sounds crazy. We must make our...
Professor! I can hardly believe there's nothing for it.
Shambhala is just as Kranya took Monica's form. Once this battle is... But right now, as long as Nemesis...
Hey, T! What a Rhea's real identity is Saint Sarah. On top of that, But now isn't the time for... If we aren't victorious, this is the final...
Well...
Hey, Professor. He says he's gonna throw a feast if we win the next battle. So I'm super motivated. I'm coming for you now.
A sudden invasion from against such overwhelming strength. It was certainly prudent, so...
I thought there was no reason. I guess it'll...
Professor!
A turning point in history, and now we have for our sake, please.
Whoa. Lady Rhea was injured. Wasn't she? Oh, goddess.
The javelins of light. They were trying to... Perhaps they were maybe the... What do you think, Professor? Yes, indeed. If we keep up this
Whoa.
Just when I thought everyone's all abuzz. Will this war...
Please
this. The fell king. How many foes have tasted? We will be victorious, Professor. Splendid.
Pardon me.
Professor. We went through all that trouble. What does this nemesis fellow have against Garrett? A vendetta, at any rate.
Is Lady Rhea okay? I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea... Yes, come what may.
Say, once Lady Rhea, once she's in her right.
Just when we thought, can we be sure this battle is the last one? I think you're just a little further.
I'll keep my voice.
Professor!
Really?
Let's see. I got the gist of it from those who slither in the dark. They seem to be descended from humans. They were trying to wipe out. That's why they called them.
When you think of it, the winning side, while those of the lose, neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. I can appreciate.
It seems that there are some Shambhala. As long as they're around, we can expect them to continue with their... Yes, we must obliterate...
Fodlan is a... If we're defeated, we have no choice.
Life can be tough, you know. Maybe you, but... And I've got friends, Professor. Plenty of those. It's true love. But where is... At this point, you're the...
Yes. The King of Liberation wakes after 1,000-year slumber. You too. Maybe this... Either way, I will fight.
I hear some super... She just barely... I'll protect Yeah, I know you...
Professor!
Shambhala. Strange for... Could it be magic? I want to know their history. I am... Yet, first...
So we're defending Fodlan's future, so I'll think about my promise to Captain Gerald. If I can get you through this, I just hope he's... My big brother, he emerged from the battle with a terrible injury. Well, maybe dying to save... He's alive. Excuse me, could you do me a favor? Please keep quiet. Rhea is sleeping right. I beg of you.
Before the monastery was in that battle, those make up now. Rhea, you have our full...
I
try not to think of... I'm not sure, but it makes me angry. Ghosts, right? No matter how... They're persistent.
Professor, everyone in Fodlan, let's get rid of them right away. We gotta get some there's not a lot of time.
Professor!
I thought the fighting was over, but I may just be...
Right, right.
I did not...
Eating...
That smell...
That look...
This...
I like the...
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah. There they go, starting another fight. I'm just gonna march over and... Wait, no. I have to restrain myself. I can't do it! Hey, you! Stop right there!
Poor Caspar. He can't stop himself. He does look quite heroic, though, and seems to be having a good time.
Ha! That takes care of that. Oh. Oh, no. Were you watching just now?
Who? Me? Watching what?
The fight that just happened. The fight that I definitely didn't start. I've been trying to restrain myself, like you said, and I've been so good about it, too. But they pulled me in. I tried to keep back, but... Ah! Okay, you got me. I can't restrain myself. I just don't have it in me. But the bad guys were dealt with, so it turned out fine, right?
Yes, completely fine. If that's what you want to do, who am I to complain?
Really? You're not gonna tell me how disappointed you are and that I need to be better? I figured you'd be mad, but you're actually smiling.
No use in getting mad. In fact, I found the whole spectacle very entertaining. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was. I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself and I gotta get out there. Wait a minute. So you were watching. Why didn't you try and stop me?
Me? Stop you? As if I would never voluntarily go to so much trouble. Besides, you were fighting with so much passion, I couldn't help but feel smitten.
Smitten? Wow. You must really love a good fight. I gotta admit, that one was pretty good. I guess I love fighting too.
Delicious.
I would be... I don't like...
That looks...
You know, some...
Ooh.
Do you not?
Flame.
Here to pester me, brother?
No, I think I'm the one who ought to be pestered.
Regardless of what I say to you, it is not as though it has any effect in reducing your worry over me.
That is true. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, I will always worry. But that's only because I treasure you so very much. Please understand, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Of that I am well aware. I am touched that you care so deeply. When I think of it, it is my own fault that you have become so overprotective. I cannot blame you.
No, the fault is entirely mine. You were still so young. I placed far too much strain on you, and our lack of resources was no excuse. Worse, I failed to watch you during the battle. Your mother, too. We lost her because of me. Afterward, it broke my heart to see how much you would need to rest just to survive. I swore that I would dedicate every moment remaining in my life to your protection.
Ever since then, I have been afraid of falling asleep. My fear of sleeping is outmatched only by my fear of spending my life alone. Even if it cannot last, I want to live among my peers as one of them, as an ordinary person. Similar to how you and Mother coexisted with your own comrades back then, fighting side by side.
Quite right. I know you must leave the nest someday. No matter how many ages our lives may span, I know that's the way of it.
Father...
Don't.
Nobody is listening, Father. Let me address you as such just this once. I have valued the quiet days you and I have spent alone together, but I am no longer a child. Just as you and Mother met one another, and eventually I was brought into the world, I
know. Please, no more. No matter what happens, you are my daughter. It gives me great joy to see you grow. But please, at least until this war is over, let me continue to worry. You're the most precious person in my life. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
It seems I have no choice in the matter. I shall allow you to worry about me enough for yourself and Mother both. But only that much and no more, my dear Father Keyhole.
Thank you, Sephleen.